Good morning. Sorry, I had Future in my ear saying, singing. Well, rapping, actually. He wasn't singing. Good morning, good morning. Oh, good morning, good morning. Sorry, y'all, I'm late. And I'm sorry yesterday I had to cancel. Yesterday I went and I did my bestie's mom's hair and I hung out with the fam. So I looked up and it was 8 o'clock. It was 8 o'clock, and not only was it 8 o'clock, I hadn't even got home. And I didn't want to rush. Hey there. Hey Tina, how you doing today, sis? Um, but yeah, so I didn't want to rush yesterday because I really wanted us to get together and talk about things. Hey Susan, and talk about things that relax us, help us to sleep, help us to calm, help to chill. I really wanted to do that. I didn't want to rush it. I also didn't want to start it in a car with a bunch of people talking or having to have them turn off their radio or whatever's going on around me. So I wanted my attention to be there. So now I am here, and it also makes it better because then tonight is actually a day where it's just me in here too, so I can have me, of course, but just have my focus to that. So that's why I switched it to tonight at 8:30. And also I figured another thing, and knowing that things happen the way they should, I'm like, that'll take us into our week, into our week. Hey, everybody. How you doing? How you doing? Good morning. Happy Sunday. We got to start putting some energy together to fight for this week. You know what I mean? You never know what it's going to bring, and you never know. And some have things coming up this week. So we got to send strength to each other, love to each other. So tonight will definitely be the Pajama Jammy Jam. We won't stay long with each other. But when you come in, everybody who's coming in is bringing an ingredient. They're bringing in something. So we're going to all do it that way and get each other ready for this week. Power each other up for this week. Let me go to my phones. I can read what you guys are saying, and so I can make sure I say hello to everybody. But yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that. Guys, I want you. I got a buddy, send some good vibes to him. I have a buddy just had a very bad motorcycle accident, but we're blessed he's still here, and he's very close. He's like a brother to me. He's definitely family to me. So just keep him lifted. Like all of us, we have to definitely be there. Strength, prayers, good vibes, energy, love. I'm not hurting nothing. That don't drain or cost me nothing. What's caused me pain in life is people treat me opposite of those things I just said. They was sending me bad vibes. They was praying on my downfall. They was calling me everything but a child of God. They was hoping for my demise. They was happy when there was bad things that happened to me. We not that. And even if I've been that, I'm not that no more. Let's see. Guys, wait a minute. Am I in Pajama Jammy Jam? I came into the wrong live. This is not Pajama Jammy Jam, guys. I just looked and saw that I can't. You know what? Well, it's starting early. Oh. See what happened with your eyes? I had two lives set. I came into the wrong one. It's just been one of those kind of mornings, though. It'll get you. Sometimes yourself will get you. You guys can hear me? I want to make sure you guys can hear me. Yeah, I came into the Pajama Jammy live, guys. That was for tonight. I came into my wrong live, went into my studio, went right into my wrong live, and I purposely thought I looked. It's just one of those. Oh. Yes. Oh, that sounds like fun, preparing the pool. Yeah. Okay, definitely. Let's definitely talk tonight. And guys, of course, I'm going to put up another live tonight that'll say Pajama Jammy Jam because I just truly came in this one as Pajama Jammy Jam. But I'm going to stay in it. I'm gonna stay in the live. I'm gonna keep on running my mouth. Ugh. But this one should be Grand Rising Kings and Queens. Good morning. Love, love to everybody. Let me say some hellos. Hey Sherry. Hey sis. No, no, not not Siri. I said hey Sherry. Uh hey Dana, hey sis. Yes, hey Tina. Enjoy that. Enjoy the pool. Getting it ready. Just getting it ready means we're getting ready to get in it. So that makes it exciting. That makes it exciting. I've always wanted a pool at my home so I could just stay in it. Then I got to an age where I'm like, I really want a pool that's inside my home. So there's a few different places I've seen in different cities and states I want to go to where I'm like, one of the things I definitely want to rent out there is these cribs with this pool inside of it. Like, oh, definitely. Because when I think of like, if I think of like my dream home, if we just had the home that I really wanted, one, my kitchen would be off the chain, like off the chain, and I definitely have like a chef's kitchen next to it. You know what I mean? So just in case anyone was over cooking, that'd be the kitchen we use. And it would be like a mini version of my grand kitchen. That would be one of the things I definitely would have to have. And then I would love in a perfect world to inside my closet have a staircase that leads down to it be like my shoe store. Like it would be where my shoes were. So like, I go up in here and go, you know what I mean? And then it would have exits. Like I could exit out from the shoe room. You know what I mean? And even when I exit out from the shoe room, I'm not like in another room. I'm in like a hallway on the first floor. You know what I mean? So when I could enter it too, like it's a store. And it's called like Danny's room or something like that. But that's something I would have. And then I would have a game room that was like an arcade, like literally like an arcade. It would have a pool table in it. It'd have TVs on the wall. It'd have real video games, like the old machines that you play, like a game room. Like I know people, my brother, like that are putting together the bomb asses game rooms ever. So I definitely have that. And my bathroom would have to have a walk-in like 5 people shower. Not because I plan to ever take a shower with 5 people like that. But it have to have that, and it just have to have one huge rainfall, shower head at top, and then all these on the side shooting in my dream bathroom. And then a jacuzzi tub that is next to a window. So it can look out, but it has to look out to something beautiful. Something has to be back there. But these are things I want in my dream home, like me personally. And then I always want a driveway that has the whole drive around right in front of the house. I just definitely have to have that. But that would be mine, in my dream home. And even if I bought a home that wasn't $1 million home or no shit like that, and it didn't have acres on acres, I'd still make those rooms. I don't care if I had to buy a 4-bedroom and we tearing down some rooms to make that room big enough to make this happen, what I just said. I don't care if I gotta come and you tear into the floor and we add this staircase into this one. I could say those things. These are my dream homes. These are things I want in my dream home. I definitely want that arcade though. I definitely want that. So you start with the things you can then, and that's the one thing I applaud into all the homeowners. I always think to myself, because you have time, take your time and you just do things how you want, and you get to have you might not have your dream kitchen in there for like, you might have a house 10-12 years before you even got your dream kitchen in it. But as you were getting to that dream kitchen, you were making things happen. And that's the part I love. And I love to look at the befores and the afters and think of the memories and the years. So, I just love it. The thoughts of it. Oh, such a beautiful thing. Such a beautiful thing. But yeah, pool. Oh, yeah. I knew somebody had like a jacuzzi in their basement. You know what I mean? Their basement, it was almost like a little spa, a mini spa. We think about it, because they had this jacuzzi down there, and they had a little sauna room, small little sauna room in there, in their basement. And I thought, this is cool. They just come down here when they want to chillax. Like they want to get in this jacuzzi, they want to, just chill. And I thought that was cool. I thought that was cool. And I wonder now, years later, like, what have they done with that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, have they, now is the jacuzzi in the ground? Did they take it to the next? Because they always talk about what they wanted to do and how they wanted to expand this and how this was going to be like this relaxing place and this zen place for them. And they wanted the little charcoal thing. And just, I was like, wow, it's nice. You know what I'm talking about? Like the little, it's like it's not a fireplace. I guess you could say it kind of looks like, I call it charcoal because it doesn't look like that's wood in there and it's just burning. But how they wanted one of those in the walls, they wanted everything to be like a zen down here. Everything that you did. See, and that's to me putting your dreams together. The things you wanted, you know what I mean? I've wanted arcade in my crib since I was a little kid watching Silver Spoons, and he didn't even have a full arcade. He just had a couple of video games in his crib. And I had to get over wanting a train running through my house, like he had, but I never got over the arcade part, like, because I never got over video games. I never got over that part, so I definitely want an arcade, a ping pong table. I definitely want, all the good stuff. And I want the room to be big enough to hold like that, a pool table, a little bar, because I'm grown. This is a real arcade, like some arcade games, a ping pong table, a pool table, of course, dartboards on the wall. Definitely a game room, definitely a kick it room, maybe even one of the, definitely, because that's part of my arcade. I definitely can't have an arcade with having two of the little basketball thing, so you can shoot the hoops and compete against somebody. That's why I always have to have two, so you can do, go against people next to you. So definitely that. I remember when which was that season 1? Was that 1 or 2 of Real Housewives of Atlanta? And Lisa Wu they had a little crib with the bowling alley in there. Oh, please, I love bowling. Oh my goodness, you can give me one lane, but I see, once again, just for competition's sake, I'd have to have two. So if I get a crib, we can't have one bowling lane. No, we got to have two. So we can have games, you know what I mean? We can have games against people. You can have a one-on-one. And don't get me wrong, there'll be times I go down there and play by myself. But knowing me, with the 2 lanes, I'm going to play against myself. I want to see if I can beat myself. You know what I mean? So I'm a winner either way. See, we can play against yourself sometimes. You're always mm-hmm. Okay, you can hear me, so it's good. Okay, when you came back in, good. Okay, have fun, Tina. Love you, sis. But yeah. But yeah, so when I think about my dream, those things I really want. But like the kitchen, definitely. I definitely want I want my stove in the center. You know what I mean? I do. I want a countertop, but I want it in the center of the kitchen. I do. Then right next to it, I want like a real good double sink next to it. You know what I mean? You know y'all here. Come on, Nee. Yeah, it's open. That's what I love. That thing is not even locked. Unless I locked it. Did I lock it on in there? Oh, I hope I did. I forgot he was sitting in there. He got barking for no reason. I mean, for no reason. I said he could sit in there. And it's funny, he sat in there. He was quiet as a church mouse. Nee, watch out for the cord, buddy. I swear, Nee is just like a kid. It's the thing you say, hey, if you go over there, you're going to trip and fall over the cord. You're going to do this. He's like, let me go over there every time I move. Let me just go right over there and see what's going on. But yeah, yesterday, guys, so I had a great day. I really did. I had a great day. I enjoyed being out. Now, yesterday was a little gray and gloomy kind of outside, but it wasn't cold. It wasn't hot at all. It wasn't hot. It wasn't cold. But the weather wasn't bad, but it was a great day. And I was just glad I did get out. And I was out all day. And I came in last night. And once we got settled down, it was over. It was over. Took a shower. It was over for me for the night. But it was a great night. And sometimes, it was times when I would be like stressed and overwhelmed or angry or upset or whatever, hurt. And I would go out to try not to be alone. But then my energy's off. You know what I mean? So you out and you kind of, somebody look at you wrong, somebody say the wrong thing, you might go off, or you kind of quiet, but you're outside, or it's just all these different emotions I might have been. So sometimes when I have a lot on my mind, and I've also isolated, where I've isolated myself and it wasn't good because I actually got, sadder or darker or angrier because I was alone. And I was alone, not doing nothing productive. You know what I mean? So it just made it worse. So then I got to a point where I'm like, okay, you have to learn how to balance it. So my balance is that when I can't even find something good for me to think, do, I'm not throwing myself on nobody. I'm not, because then you're gonna be negative. Somebody gonna say something. Yeah, today was bad. Everything bad. As you're talking to somebody, no matter what you say, they got something to say negative with it. It's not because they just want to make you negative. That's how they're feeling. And so that's how they're gonna express it. You're gonna be saying something bad, and they're going, yeah, it's always bad. Who really nice? Who care? People don't care about you. You be like, I was talking about that mofo that just don't care about me. But so when I feel like that, I'm always be like, oh no, that's not the right energy. What is it you mad at? I'll be talking to myself, what is it you mad at? What is it that you're really trying to say? And if you only had one shot to say it, if you only had one time to make it clear, what is it you're trying to say? Say it. Say it. Nobody listening after this time. What is it? And then that's when I'll just be like, okay, this is what I'm feeling. And I'll tell myself, this is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling scared. I'm feeling inadequate. I'm feeling low. I'm feeling like I made too many mistakes and I'm not going to be able to come back. I have to tell myself what I'm feeling. I have to. And sometimes when I tell myself, sometimes I'm saying, yeah, you're right. You're not enough. Yeah, you're right. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you're right. This, blah, blah. Yeah, and sometimes I do. And then I have to catch myself. Hey, wait a minute. But you actually trying to figure it out right now. You actually care to do better. It actually bothers you that you saying this shit about yourself. So I know I'm stepping in the right way. Because none of this happens overnight. You don't go from beating yourself up or feeling a certain way to feeling a whole nother way completely overnight. Oh yeah, y'all, we had one conversation about it and I just never did it again. Yeah, right. I wish, because we'd all be skipping down the street with baskets of glitter and sunshine. You know what I mean? Sprinkling it all over the world of happiness. Unrealistic. But I also don't have to be running around the world with a basket throwing around shit. I don't. If all of us think of what hurt us the most, ain't a mofo on here I'm gonna cuss out that's gonna help get me shake that problem. Not one. Not one. Hey, Mary, wait a minute. Hold on. Look, let me put my glasses on. My glasses. I'm grabbing my phone. Hey, Tammy. Hey, sis. Hey, Mary. Let me put my glasses on. Did I speak to you, Dana? Hey, sis, in case I miss you. But yeah, that's what I've learned. That's why I'm like, please, perfect. I'm not looking for perfection. I'm not looking in perfection in me. I damn sure ain't looking in perfection in you. For what? For what? For what? Because it's your imperfections that's going to make you do something. Whether that's good or bad, it's them imperfections that's going to give you understanding of something, whether it's good or bad. Because some people, when you see the bad side of it, when you get out, you think, man, I know how bad it is, so I think everybody in it is bad. But you got to remember, then that's what you feel about yourself, because you're saying, I was in it once too. Am I bad? Or did I make a mistake? Did I fall down? You know? Did I get caught up? Did I lose control? Hell yeah, I have. That's how I ended up there. And so I'm not here to measure where your there is. Because I know one thing, we all here together in the same place. So no matter what walk it was, we seen them walk into the same door, end up in the same room, end up in the same listening space. That's what I count. I'm not here to prove to nobody that it's not what you think it is, what you think. I'm giving you who I am. I'm just giving you who I am and saying, hey, I just want to be a light because I want to be. I ain't trying to be nobody's therapist. I'm not trying to be nobody's God. I'm not trying to say I'm better than shit. I'm better than the old mofo I used to be. I'm damn sure better than her. Because she would have only cared if she felt okay. She would have only cared if she was okay. I wouldn't have cared. I wouldn't have cared. And no matter how much the good part of me would do the things that cared, in reality, she couldn't care. She couldn't care. Because I was too damn hurt to care. I couldn't see past me because nobody could see me, as far as I was concerned. I was mad when people could be seen. Because I wanted to know what made them different than me or better than me. That I couldn't be seen. And when I say seen and heard, meaning to be understood that I'm really a good person. I really care. I really love. But the shit that goes on, the shit that has gone on, the shit I've been through has made me bitter. It has made me angry. It has made me in fight. That's what it's made me. And I'm just sitting here trying to get it out because it's consuming me on the inside. Feeling like I'm different or something wrong with me. You know what I'm saying? Being ill and having surgeries and wasn't something you did. Somebody told you it's something you're born with. It made me feel less than. Having learning curves made me feel less than. Having anything that messed with my mental made me feel less than. So no matter how much I smiled or how much I could make you laugh, I was crying on the inside. I was dying every day. So when life threw you blows and it rocked your jaw, man, some days you fell down and you didn't think you'd ever get up. And then when I got up, and I even thought somebody was going down, I thought, man, I don't want you down because I know how hard it was to get up. I know how hard it was to get up. And I know how hard it was not only to get up, but to be willing to take somebody's hand to help get you up. So when I come, I just come from that place. I said, I'm not coming from somewhere else. I can't be nobody. I don't know how. I don't know how, and I don't doubt how hard it is for them to even be them. Because I know how hard it was to learn to be me, accept me. A lot of us think that an acceptance of the only people that got to be out here trying to accept themselves must be in the LGBT community. They must be there. That must be where they're trying to find. Hell no, it's you're in this world. Like I said, where you're not going to be whatever it is, light enough, pretty enough, skinny enough, white enough, whatever it may be. You living in a world that got a billion things that they want you to stand for or be, to be somebody. So what is everybody else? Nothing. Hold on, y'all. I I'm not. I'm not. We got all these measurements of what you're supposed to be or how it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? And most people are either pretending that that's what it is just because they want to fit what I guess they're supposed to be. But you are what you are. You're not what you did. You know, and if you've been somewhere so dark or you've been somewhere so bad or you've been somewhere so, ungood, if you are out of it, you are a story for somebody in it. You are a leverage for somebody in it. That's it. That's it. You made it through it so you could help somebody out of it. Now, does that mean you got to be some sucker for everybody in the situation? No, you've been there, so you should know when to hold them, when to fold them. You should know how to come in and how to come out. And more than anything, you should know what it was you needed when you was in there. You should have known what it was you was looking for, what might have saved you a little sooner. So, I mean, you should be able to get that, right? Didn't your heart cry for it one day? Because mine cried to be heard. So I hear you. You know, mine cried to be seen, and I had to damn near lose my vision to see better. I had to damn near lose my vision to hear better. Because I had to use my ears for everything. My ears had to be so good, they had to be my eyesight. They had to know, like, oh, something's here and it's coming from exactly over here. It had to be. And like I said, we live in a world where if I came in here bogus, people have a million reasons to understand why I did it. And if I came in here right, people would think I was wrong before they believed I was right, or what was I coming to take down, or who was I? Man, please. I just feel like this. What's that gonna do? I mean, just in the round, but I ain't against nobody with. But what's that gonna do for me? I can't keep telling y'all what somebody eat don't make me shit, then tell y'all why I got a problem with everything they doing. It ain't making me shit. I love you for who you are, where you are right now, but I understand that's not where you're gonna be forever. Whether it's rising better or whatever, it's just not where you're gonna be forever. So that's it. And love me for who I am, where I am. Not where you want me to be, not where you're trying to put me, not where you know what I mean? Where I used to, for who I am, not what I did. Okay, I did it. And what? You did it, and what? Is that what we do together? Is that what we do together? It's not. I guarantee it's not. I guarantee it's not. You know what I mean? Oh, hey, old school. Thanks, sis. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, Marianne. But like I said, because I'm just speaking from the heart, speaking from the gut. You know what I mean? Like on some real shit. That's the truth. Like, so that's why I'm telling people I'm going to always move something different. And sometimes different is scary. Every time we try to bring a different somewhere, people get a little nervous. They wonder what the change gonna bring. Let me tell y'all a true story. One day my grandma told me, when I was saying, man, I couldn't imagine being, being alive when Medgar Evers was coming through, or when Martin Luther King was coming through your town, or when Malcolm was coming through your town. And my grandmama said to me, how, well, sometimes you couldn't be excited like that. Because when they left, it still be trouble. You know why? That's a change. And a change will have people scared. And a change will have people so scared, it's like, you know what? I'd rather not have any of the other problems that come, because I think this change is going to come. Because we've been let down. We've been let down. But see, I can't let you down because I'm only shooting for the best me. I'm not asking to be on no pedestal. I'm not asking for anything. And all I'm asking is that we all do that. That's it. That's it. Like I said, even if when we just come in here, that's the moment you do it. Look at this as a place to, rejuvenate for a second. Look at this as a place, like I said, be yourself. Be you. Be accepted for you. Have understanding. Shine a light. Give some hope. Give us some information or something that helped each other. Hey guys, I just heard this. You know what I mean? Hey, you know what I mean? Just uplift in some kind of way. That's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. And matter of fact, people say, why are you trying to uplift in such a dark world? That's when you really, really should be uplifting. You should be going to the... Hey, you gonna go to a rich neighborhood and pass out food? Or you gonna go to the poor neighborhood? You gonna go to the... I mean, because I'm just saying, if I go to the hospital, I must need some surgery. If I just... some places to me, it's just like... But it's the seeking there. So I'm just thinking, like, if I want a place of change, I cannot say the only people in here is the people who... I don't have a story of the bad thing you did, so I can't throw it in your face. But here's the thing. Everybody got a story. Somebody could say where they thought they was wrong. Some of us, our own children, and it's not because you did it, might say they thought you was wrong at this time. Mine might. They might have pockets where I wouldn't even, but in their opinion, you never know what somebody be saying. But what is wrong with saying, I just want to have a place where we could chill, we could breathe, we could kick back, where you guys, you know what I mean? Just relax. We could have a good laugh. We ain't competing on shit. So even when we playing a game, there's no competition. It's just fun. I want to take the gloves off for a minute. I don't know about you. Everybody talking about they've been fighting so long. That what's wrong with taking a break? And no, I don't want to take the kind of break where I'm sitting on the ropes waiting to get back in the fight. I want to take a break where I can sit back and take my shoes off. You know how you say when you've been having a long day, man, I don't want to take my shoes off till I'm done for the day. So now I can't even take my shoes off. No, I want to be able to kick my shoes off. I want to get comfortable. I want to put my feet up. I want to laugh. I want to be able, you know how you say, I know I tell people, I don't go to sleep nowhere I don't feel safe. If I don't feel 100% safe, I can't sleep. I could have my eyes closed. I'm not asleep. I just can't sleep. I want to be able to go to sleep. I want to be able to laugh and not be laughing at you, be laughing with you. I want you to walk in a room and know that when we stop talking, it's because we want to address you because you came in, not because we was talking about you. I want you to know that what I say on this platform about you, I say it behind this platform about you. I want you to know that when I'm telling you this is the real, hey, I'm standing on it. I'm standing on it. When I tell you I think about you and I want the best for you, and just seeing your name wherever I see you, I get happy because I know I'm in a room with family. I mean it. I mean, people say, well, how you found people you don't know, how you this. Well, how you family and you don't talk to people that you blood related to. I mean, shit happens, right? Things happen. I'm not here to ask you when and why. Some people got this so-called high standard of what you call in family and what you call in sis. Like I told you once, I'll tell you once again, I use sis all the time because I'm going to put to the sisterhood of the woman. That's sis. I'm coming into sis. I used to come, hey, bitch, what up, bitch? That's my bitch. She's a bitch, but a good bitch. You could be a good bitch, a bad bitch. I'm a threatening bitch. I'm talking about a man. The bitch went a long way, so it didn't really say nothing. When I say sis, I'm talking to sisterhood. I'm talking to sisterhood. A sisterhood that don't have a real race boundary to it. It don't have an age limit. We are just all that one same thing. And that's a fact. That's it. That's it. Hey, sis. Hey, sis. Hey, sis. Hey, sis. If they put a law on you, even if we talk Roe versus Wade, if you reverse that, that affects all women. Period. Hey, sis. Hey, sis. Anytime you talk about invading a woman, all women understand that, or being sexualized by me. Oh, we understand. Hey, sis. Hey, sis. He's saying, hey, bro, to the people walking down the hall. Hold on, y'all. I don't want you barked up. Y'all know. Look, he said it. He said, did they just laugh? Like they laughing at him. Bubba, I need you to be quiet. They're gonna talk and they're gonna hold their conversation and they can. As they can. Okay? As they can. They don't need your permission. Come on. Nosy, come on. They don't need your permission. But yeah, and then they want to talk loud. They said, hold on, let me talk a little loud in case that dog did. Thank you. Let them talk. Let them talk. It's okay. They are just talking. They're outside because they on the same floor. But yeah, that's what I give you. That's what I give you. When I tell you, like, I ain't talking about nobody kids, you don't have to ask me if your kid is more important than somebody else's kid, or if her kid, oh, it's her kid, is Terry Lynn kid more important than Heidi's kid, is Sadie kid more important than Susan's kid? No, they all important. Your son, I ain't got to have times I say your son is my son, my daughter is your daughter. In real life. Because I don't give a damn what zip damn fool you on here. I don't care if you from the worst person on YouTube to the greatest angel on YouTube. The truth of the matter is I don't want to hear about shit that happened to your kid. No disrespect. I don't, none of that. But if you think I'm just going to go, I'd be all over YouTube. Fuck just in this sector. I'd be all over YouTube because they doing it everywhere. And then I'd be on Facebook and I'd just be stopping through what you say about such kid. Hold on, what you say about such and such kid? And then it's gonna be the people that's gonna be telling me like, well, Danny, the truth is somebody is everybody's kid. But you know what I'm saying? See what I mean? I'd be on it all day because somebody kid. So I'm be checking you about talking about somebody kid and checking them about talking about you because you somebody kid. I'd be doing it all day. I'm just telling you where I stand. I don't personally out my mouth. I'm never gonna talk about your kids because I'm not gonna play with you about mine. I'm not gonna talk about your parenting. I'm not gonna play about mine. And I'm going to tell you, thank God that you weren't my kids' parents. Because it wasn't your story. You telling me about what you do as a parent, but you got to remember when you're talking about doing it as a parent, how you would have did it, we'd have to be talking about your kids too, because it wouldn't be your kids because this is my story. So you can, you know what I mean? You can tell me what you did. You got to walk a fine line. You got to walk a fine line. Why do I always try to read from the computer, y'all? That's right. We spread love. Ain't nothing wrong with spreading a little love. You know what I mean? Spreading love don't make you nobody goofy. Being somebody goofy is being somebody goofy. Sitting around standing higher for somebody's values than they stand for them themselves. That's being somebody goofy. Being, you know what I mean? Please. Please. I just gotta be me. I gotta be me. And when I'm doing that, I know I'm not doing nothing wrong. So I'm good with it. I'm good with it. I'm good with it. And like I said, that's why I'm always gonna thank you all for coming in here and not only respecting me, you're respecting yourselves, respecting each other. It says a lot about the room. It don't say nothing about me like it say about the room. That's why I even think as I watched and I thought about setting up a channel and what I needed my chat to represent is that at the end of the night, it represents what you saying too. Your chat all on the message. It tell me a part of what you are, but that's what you set up for. Cause it gotta, it's gonna move with each other. And up in here, it's like it ain't even about what you are. I'm not saying you ain't gangster, you're gangster, you're good, you're saint. I'm just saying that when we came up in here, everybody was kings and queens. They all royalty, not just me. We all came in here and wore the crown. Now, do that mean I could go out in the hallway and end up taking the crown off for a second? But when we come in here, it's a safe place. It's to bring a good energy. It's to, because we need it. We need to keep that tank full. I need my love tank full. Like I said, I can keep letting it out because I'm going to refill it. We can keep on refilling these love tanks. It is going to make you a better everything. It'll make the love you giving out to everything be better. It'll make you receive it better. I've learned that. Some of us, we giving out love because we want it so bad, but we've not had it so much that we block it too. We don't even know how to let it in without thinking it's something that's, oh man, what they on, what this person being so nice for, what they being good for. I know that feeling too. I know that feeling well. And I know that sometimes I got to fight it myself. Oh, have a good visit with your dad. Thank you. Thank you. Have a great visit with your dad today. Like I said, and that's what it's about. It's about family. It's about love. It's about tomorrow is not a promise. It's not a guarantee. And it's not even a guarantee that tomorrow you'll be able to talk even if you're still here. You'll be able to walk even if you're still here. Live in the moment. Live in the moment. You know what I mean? And nobody telling you to go, oh, run over to your enemies and your woes and your vote. No, 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 no. What I'm telling you is embrace the moment. Like when we in here, we enter a moment. Hey, how you doing? We hear somebody in need. We sending out love. We sending out prayer. We sending out good. That's not something bad. That's not something bad. And that's what's wrong. So that's what it is. What it is. Like I said, you be anywhere you want to be. I promise you, I'm never gonna be on it. Where you be at? Who else you subscribe to? Hold on, show me where you been. I seen you. I caught you. I caught you what? If I caught you in another chat and I was in there, you know what I'm gonna say? What up, old school Patricia? Hey, Marianne. Hey, sis. That's what you gonna get out of me, because trust me, I can't catch you know where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? That's why you tell about people, they say, "Son smell like weed. You must smoke it, because you sure know what it smell like. If you don't, somebody close to you must." I'm not worried about those type of things. I don't get. Where I see you at? I saw you in somebody else's chat. I see you be in them messy chats, and you know what I tell them? I see you do too, because you saw me over there. Because if you don't be there, you wouldn't know I was there, because you never there. You're never there. I don't care how messy you are to everybody on YouTube. If me and you talk and it's off the scenes, I bet you we don't be on the mess. I bet you that's not what we talking about. Shit, son. I'm not here to judge nobody. I'm not. I am not. I am not. And I got no beef in nobody's state. I'm going to speak my opinion if I have it on something, and it's just that. It's my opinion. But more than anything, when I'm speaking my opinion, I'm checking this motherfucker right here. Danny. Y'all know if I'm talking real, I'm an Andrew Dice Clay, Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy mouth when I talk. Because it just upsets me. That's like, people are so afraid to just be there. You don't got to explain why you doing what you doing. Do you? Is that my sassy? Hey, sassy. Hey, sassy. But yeah, that's what you do. That is what you do. Because like I said, I could have came on here a couple of years ago, or a couple of years ago. Y'all, I sit here and I even tell you all, at one point, I was so caught up in just hearing what you hear negative and thinking what you don't like. Oh, well, I don't like somebody who do that, and I don't like this. That I was so caught up in how I felt about Amber. But then it just got to a point where I'm like, I feel like everything is to blame with her. And is that to say that some of the things that were said she didn't do? She did. She admitted she did them. She might not have admitted them. If she did, if she didn't. But at the end of the night, these days, what I like is that I didn't put all my stock in disliking her. So when she first started coming back around and I would see her like on C Was or, anything like that, I was just like, oh, she's just chilling. I'm not thinking anything about it. When she came on Dear Vets, at one point, she was a mod over there too. So I see her too, and she was cool and giving good energy. Because like I said, in everybody is a bunch of things. We all are layers. I'm not here to judge nobody. I'm not here to jump no cloud off. Let me tell you something. Y'all can go back to anything. Go on my Facebook. You go 4 or 5 years ago when I started. You know what you're gonna hear me say several times? I don't chase clout because I got it. I don't chase clout. That shit is out the window. I never needed to be. I needed to be secure in what I was doing. That's it. That's it. And I didn't judge people for themselves. Matter of fact, when you weren't dressing like everybody else, or you were able to have a stance and still, you know what I mean? I like that. I love the leader in a person. So, like I said, a couple of years ago, I could have came out here and just been on negative Nancy, but doing nothing but just staying negative. And I'm not even talking about addressing shit I have a part to do with. If people have a part in something, they should be speaking on it. Who could speak better on the incident but the people involved? I'm not against none of that. And I'm not judging nobody for none of that. It don't. Like I said, you want to know when I'm really standing? Is when somebody know not to come to me talking shit about you. That's how you know I'm standing for you. That's how you know, because they know I'm not even on that shit. I don't even care if it's what you think. That's fine. You're entitled to have that opinion. I'm not here to take nobody's opinion from them. But you can't come tell me about nobody Danny rock with. Just like in the real world, like I told you, I got buddies that as life went on, they made some of the wrong turn. And some are trying to come back, and some people will never let them. Come to me dissing them and see how I'm going to see my Dougie change. Because I'm just like, what, I'm a goofy? But hold on, how come when you was doing it, it was okay? Oh, let me guess, you were smart, and now you just even wiser. Thank you, Yoda. Thank you, Yoda, for all your wisdom. Get out of here. Get out of here. We all adults. We all smart enough to make decisions and know to look both ways before we cross the street. And that's it. That's simple. And it's that simple. But be nice. Be nice. Well, wait a minute. What you saying now? That's right. And you know what? We all, not only do we all have a story, Tammy, in reality, every single one of our stories make up this thing, this book called life. This book called life. 2,000 years from now, who knows if our stories and the things we've been through will be a new form of some Bible we're reading about. Because it'll be these stories, it'll be these things that happen, and it'll always tell you about, even in the worst stories, what we hear about, what we call heroes and all this. It's the good that came out in something dark. It's the good that prevailed when nobody else thought it made any sense to do anything but go dark. That's what we always gonna hear, and that's what everybody always rooting for, and that's what everybody's falling in love with. That's what everybody wants. They want to take the gloves off. They want to put the guns down. Believe it or not, they want to stop being in fear of whatever the fear is. Believe it or not, they want to laugh again. They wanted to stop being the stereotype. They wanted the judgment off. They always talking about some in a court you sitting amongst the 12 the jury of your peers. Please, you walk in the world and it's a fucking jury of your peers everywhere you turn. You come on here, it's a jury of your peers everywhere you turn. You go to work, it's a jury of your peers everywhere you turn. You go to school, it's a jury of your peers everywhere you turn. You sit with your family, it's a jury of your peers, because everybody is your freaking jury. And they goofy captains are the judges, I guess. They the judges of everything. They gonna tell me what life is. They gonna tell me. I'm not telling y'all what life is. I'm telling you what mine is. I'm telling you why I'm choosing to be better. So when somebody go ask, why Danny being so nice? Why Danny said she with this, but she hanging over there and Terry? Because Danny choose to. Because I walk it, I talk it, I mean it. And no matter what pressure you put me under, I'm standing 10 toes down in who I am, what I am, and why I am. And if you got a problem with it, I'm sorry. Because I really wasn't trying to offend nobody. You understand me? But I know the world's so cold. It's so cold. It's so cold. It's putting fires out. Fires of peace. Fires with light. I see it. I understand. I ain't know nothing. Hey, paranormal. I just look up and I see a name. Y'all know I be trying to look about things like I can see. Oh yeah, good vibes to your son. Get well soon, paranormal. We sending prayers and love that way. Definitely. Definitely. Thanks, sis. Hey, like I said, we all each other's strength. I don't just come in here and give a word and boom, I'm dropping the mic on that. Y'all giving me love. Y'all are you giving me love. You giving respect. And like I said, and the more I see it, so even when I see people come in, I don't care where you came from, and you come in with that. I love that's boss shit for me. That's the crown. That's the crown. Because in this world, we got to take our crown off because we had to put on the fight. You know what I'm saying? You had to put on I don't even know what you call it. We're going to call it a mask to defend yourself. We had to put on this armor suit and fight and fight. And some people don't realize because we all in fighting gear that under that is the crown. Like the people under that wear the crown. But I'm fighting to hope I can keep the royal family alive, keep our name up. But I don't realize in this fight, I'm fighting wrong, the wrong way. I'm putting the name down. I'm getting too many casualties, so I'm losing a lot of the royal family. So shit, if my uplifting is wrong, I don't want to be right. Yeah. Please. Please, like I said, there's some people on here who if tomorrow they were gone, I know for a fact what they showing is not representing them. I know that it'll be people that so-called know them well or say that ain't even them. That ain't even what they stand for. Matter of fact, I wouldn't even know they do no shit like that. I know that. I know that. And even if you don't have no people in your life, like no real friends or no adults that care about you, if you got some kids, I know they would hate to know that's what you did. And that's what I'm saying. If I'm doing something better, then I should be able to stand in it no matter who see it. I could stand in anything I done on him. I could stand on it because even when I done wrong on here, because I ain't perfect to hear neither. Even when I done wrong on it, I figured it out that it was wrong and I would never do it again. It wasn't a way to fight. I can't even tell the story and justify it because it wasn't the right way to fight. So that's why I'm like, oh, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Yeah, I'm knee deep in somebody Kool-Aid and we ain't even got no sugar. I'm going to pass, yo. I'm going to pass. I'm going to pass. I'm going to pass. I'm going to pass. And I could still be knee deep in you. I don't, you know what I mean? And trust me, if I'm sitting there and I feel it get too far, I'm going to say something. Hey, whoa, no, you know, But once again, trust me. Also, if I mess with you or I mess with you close, I know you're a strong person. So one thing I know you got is you got it. You know what I'm saying? Like you got you. You got me. You got you. And you need aid and assistance. You know what I'm saying? Mugs to aid and assist you in the way they aid and assist you. That's it. And it's that simple. So that's just if anybody asking. So you know, that's the answer. That's where I stand on anybody I mess with. It's because I chose them. I see my gun, John. Oh, I'm sorry, Just John. Hey, Just John. Oh, Just John. But yeah, so that's truly, like I said, that is what I'm on. And like I said, going to different places and always, not just now, always going around to different places. One, you get to see different people. It's different things on here. And you notice some of the problems are everywhere on here. And it's the problem is a problem, but it's the people who seem to think that's the problem, the way they should solve their problems and keep doing the same shit. Like, I mean, like I said, there's nothing in this world I'm going to tell y'all not to do that I'm doing. Man, y'all, I'm telling y'all, don't ever lose your cool because I'm not gonna tell you that because I know it's happened. I'm gonna tell you why I had to slow it down. I'm gonna tell you where there's more L's, and I was even taking them as victories at one point where I lost my cool. You know what I mean? But they were L's. They were L's to the karma that you gonna get back in life. They were L's, and I'm just gonna tell you on some real shit. Because I should have been telling myself this then, but I'm telling myself now. And like I said, but one thing I've learned in life is more of us can relate than we can't relate. If we bother to listen, if you bother to feel, if you bother to empathize. Now, like I said, don't be nobody goofy, don't be nobody sucker, don't be nobody fool. Follow your judgment, trust you. If your gut is saying stay away, that's not good. I want no parts that do that. Listen to you. Don't nobody really know you better than you. You know. You know what you feel. Can't nobody come tell me, oh no, Danny, what you feeling about? No, I know what I'm feeling. And y'all know I never take away nobody's feelings. I can't take those from because I can't stand when somebody take away my feelings. No, it wasn't that. Yes, it was. That's just how I felt. I felt attacked. I felt like, you know what I'm saying? I felt betrayed. I felt hurt. I felt it. You can't tell me I did. You can walk all over it. You could say that's not what you tried to do. But I can tell you what the outcome was, just what I just told you I felt. I don't take away nobody's feelings. I don't. So whether they right or wrong, you can't take what somebody felt. You can't. Even with Bubba. But yeah, but I definitely was like, today I had to come on and tell you all, I'm so sorry I had to switch the Pajama Jammy Jam, which I am in a live that says Pajama Jammy Jam, which I'm going to have to change the name when I come out of here because this is not a Pajama Jammy Jam. I just went into my wrong live. I had two lives set up. One was Grand Rising Queens and Kings and Queens, and I came into the wrong live, but I just continued it. I'll switch the name out. When I'm done, I'm still doing the Pajama Jammy Jam at 8:30. And like I said, that I want you to come in, give us something. What helps you to sleep? And I want you to tell us what helps you to get to sleep. Not the things of I stayed up all night, because those are things we can relate to each other while we speaking when I couldn't sleep, when I was so happy. Let's help each other. What's something that calms you? What's something that gets you to sleep? What's something that works for you? Let's get at each other. Let's start this week off. It's Sunday. It's a perfect day to do this. We could start, you know what I mean, to start our week off. Let's send off at the end of this night with a Pajama Jam, because we're not going to hold each other long tonight, maybe an hour. But when you come in your comments, tell us something. Tell us a candle you use. It could be a bubble bath you take. It could be a book you're reading that really calms you and helps fix you uplift and gives you something. Do you do stones and, crystals? Or tell us about it. Tell us about it. Do you have a lavender plant? Do you take a walk before you go to bed? When you can't, do you drink some warm milk? What do you do? Let's uplift each other. And then let's also tonight in our Pajama Jammy Jam, as we greet and meet up with each other before we get ready for bed and before we end our night and start our new week. Let's let each other know what we need. So if you need somebody to just be thinking about you and sending some prayers up about you, for your help, whatever, let's just let each other know. Send you, hey, and you don't even have to tell your story. Say, hey, family, send me some good vibes this week, because we all need it. Send me a little love. We drop some hearts, but we're gonna make sure that what we do tonight is just something positive. It's nothing for the negativity. It's just for us to send some good things to each other. Is there a tea you drink that calms you down? Let me know. Let us know. Is there some bath you use that helps relax your body so it helps you because you might have some tense muscles or a bad back? Let's work with each other. Do you listen to the sounds of the ocean on Pandora and that can help you sleep? Let's help each other. Let's help each other. It don't cost a dime to do that. It don't cost a dime to tell me, well, this is a remedy my grandma and them used to use and it worked for me. And hey, it might not be for me. It might be for old school. It might not be for her. It could be for paranormal. But let's come together and let's do that. So, like I said, I will definitely re-put up the live that is the Pajama Jammy Jam is tonight at 8:30. And that's why I also want to make sure that this morning and again this afternoon that I also am coming on. And let's just kick that vibe because we're getting ready to go into a new week. We don't know what it's going to bring. We don't know what the rest of the day going to bring. But when we in the moment, we in it right now. I'm sending you some love. I got love for all of you. I got love for I don't have to know you. I got love for the human race. I do. I do. And in that love, it don't mean everybody I like. But if I get too caught up in the dislikes, I'm gonna show less love to all those that I'm really trying to reach out. The ones that it's not even about reaching out. It's people that are doing things that you can't get next to him. Well, he's a serial killer. I'm not trying to get him. But I gotta have love for the human race. So there's no need to mention what I wouldn't like or nothing, because I just gotta have love, and that's all I'm trying to show. That's all I'm trying to show in this world that tells me F the world. It's me against it. It's me against it. But let me tell you something. That whole mentality completely have you not being able to see it. So I gotta see it as a whole to break it down, so that I can understand what I don't like, what it really is I'm trying to say. And that's for me. That's how it's working. That's how it's working. But definitely tonight, like I said, so today I was like, oh, I got to come on this morning. Thought I set the live for 10 o'clock. Never had pushed the start, to save it so it could set up. Then I went to go set it for 10:30, set it for 11:30. Then I came in through the wrong one. I said, but that's sometimes everything's trying to stop you. And not, because the power may not be at the moment. That's why I said somebody is knocking somebody right now. And what you're seeing in the dark is what's going to lead them to the light. And you don't even see it right now. You're not supposed to. It wasn't for you to see right now. And matter of fact, some things you were supposed to see, so you could be that judgmental person. Oh, they ain't gonna be shit. So when they rise, you'll know that they came from the ashes. You'll know, like, oh shit, I was talking shit. I said that. And some was like, well, they can't be nothing, because I remember when they wasn't nothing, when they didn't have nothing. When they was sleeping on the streets, when they was living in a hotel, when they was single, when they was promiscuous, whatever it was you was, they gonna have remember when they was this. But that's more of a reason for me to know they came from the bottom to the top. And by the top, I mean the top of their life, the top of their purpose. Because otherwise they still be in the dark, whether they was still that or not. Maybe that's just how I think about it. Maybe that's how I see it. I don't know. And maybe I'm wrong, depending on what you call right. But I'm just blessed. I'm blessed that I didn't give up. I'm blessed that I didn't end it. I'm blessed that I was spared. I'm blessed that I finally started loving myself for real. Not just because I felt like if I didn't, who really did, but my mama and my, because even when you had people, something like, well, they have to love me. Y'all don't have to. Y'all don't even have to listen to me. You don't have to respect what I'm asking. You come up in here and do like people do over here. Come run up in people's chat. Oh, is that such and such? Like they just pulled up in the boxing ring, pulled up in the hood, in the pot. No, this ain't that. And it ain't to say I ain't never done it, won't do it, ain't been part of it, don't know people who still pulling up right now. What I'm saying is this ain't that, Joe. This ain't that. This ain't that. And it never will be that. It never, because it's never, hey, if you're not safe, if your neighbor not safe, you're not safe. If you're not safe up in here, if y'all people come up in here and just come in here and dog you out, listen to the keywords, come up in here. Then I'm breaking one of the things I want to stand for. Is this a safe place? This ain't that. This ain't that. And I don't do it to nobody. Once again, I ain't running up in nobody's stuff with no disrespect. Hey, when I heard she was saying my name and saying something that wasn't true about me, I came up on there and then I spoke on what I felt about the whole situation. And I felt that, one, I don't even think that it was known that was done, but I wouldn't know who it was. But here's the more important thing. I ain't doing that to nobody, child. Go ask about people in real life. I done got into it in real life with people with shorties. And I did everything but say shorties or get anything with they shorties. But sometimes when you hurt them people, you hurt the shorties. But Once again, I just wasn't bringing the shorties in. That's all I'm saying. I don't get down like that. Your shorties ain't did nothing. Now, if your shorties want to jump in something that ain't got nothing to do with them, then we get into some shorty stuff. But other than that, I'm not on your shorties. Let them be. Let them be. Because I start dragging them in, I might make them worse than what I call myself talking about you. And they the future. So I need them to be better, even if I don't like the parents. Because I need mine to be better than me. Even if I get to my highest of what I'm supposed to be, I need them to be better than that. Nee. Nee. Hey, Nee. You're so full of it. The toilets are jealous. They jealous, Nina. They are jealous of you because you're so full of shit. So full of it. They had walk past already. He waited till after they walked past. They didn't want to give him a good barking session. He's so full of it. I can't. But yeah, so like I said, that's just me in a nutshell. I'm not here to judge them. I'm not sitting here. I'm not Santa Claus. I'm not sitting here making a list and checking it twice on everybody on here. I'm gonna see who get. Oh, you getting coal in your stocking this year, Susan? Because I heard you. You know what? You know what? It's just like the people who go to the church and they so busy worrying about who doing the wrong thing that they forgot to go up in there and talk about what they needed healing on. What they working with, what they fighting with, that demon living inside of them. When you go to sleep and pray at night, do you pray for my downfall? Because if not, I need you to go ahead and start living in life what it is you praying for. Try to make that shit happen. This stuff, I'm like, I can't. I'm running out of time. I'm running out of time. I can't. Y'all know Nina. You already know Marianne. Nina, I can't. He is something else. That's the first step, paranormal. Yes. Yes. And because when you loving yourself, let me tell you something. It take away that part of when anything that happened to you that made you feel unloved. I don't know if that makes any sense. But there's this part, you could have been loved, you could have had a family, anything. But if you ever been invaded, validated, hurt, had the biggest loss, you felt unloved. Like, why me? What did I do? Did I do something, kind of like had kids, and some kids will take a divorce as what, maybe it's because of me. Or when their parents were broke raising their kids, they say, well, maybe if you didn't have me, so as a partner, feel something. But when you love yourself, you see the love you have. You'll start seeing love that you forgot was there. But some of it expired and left the world, and you realize how much it loved you. But it started with loving yourself. And you'll remember all the things you love too. You'll remember how you just loved when, for me, I loved on a Saturday morning when you woke up and it was like a blue sky and it was sunny. It just reminded me of Saturday morning cartoons and being excited it was Saturday. And I blocked out all these things that I loved because I was so scared to lose them that I didn't even use them. That's how much I was scared to lose them. I wasn't even using these tools anymore. These tools are finding me. And you look up one day, if you ever been in a long marriage or you ever been in a long relationship or you raised children or you've had anything happen, you could have had an addiction for a while. But in any of these things, you'll lose yourself. You'll forget who you are. You like, I live in me. How do I forget who I am? You do. And sometimes you remind that something happens and or something you tell somebody, oh, don't think I can't dance because you ain't hit that dance floor in 20 years. You still love to dance. It still make you happy, but you ain't touched the dance floor. You ain't had time for you. You ain't had time for the things you love. Your partner don't like to dance, so you don't dance no more. I just want us to be happy. That's it. That's it. That's it. It's not wanting bad for nobody. Oh shit. I don't wish downfalls on nobody. Because once again, I learned about this whole crazy hoe named Karma. She always come back. And what you put out, she looking for. So she could come bring that back to you. It's definitely coming back. It's definitely coming back. And I think I done gave my fair due and did my bid to the dark side. So I said I done danced with the devil and led. I done danced with him where I done came and took him from somebody else to dance with him. How you understand me? I don't need to give out my resume. I don't need to validate where I've been. So I can hey, it's even more of a blessing that I know I'm really in my right seat when people could say I couldn't even see you do it. Then that means that I'm really letting that person down. But don't get me wrong, because we all built right and we all fighters. You'll learn how to still have to fight in you. But you know what I mean? You definitely go when it's time. But you'll know that when I go to battle, I've picked my battle. And as far as I'm concerned, this is what I got to do it this way. And so I will. I will. I will definitely do it, especially if I'm standing up for something right. Because like I tell people, I'm not, when it comes to issues, I'm not fighting on it on a person level. I'm fighting on the issue level. If I demand that Google has it where I don't care who does it, when you break these rules that would disrespect anyone's race, sexual orientation, or religion, then you have to go. If they make it a rule like that, then you're standing on it. If we just make it where I take Pookie, but Bobby and Dookie and them could do it, I take Juju because they only did it because of Fookie Voo. Baby, it's too many asterisks in that. It's never gonna work. You know? Here I go reading that computer, y'all. I'm gonna stop. I'm telling you, I'll be doing too much. Yes. Yes. And we all want it. So even some of the people you seeing in the fight, they want it. And that's how they gonna fight. And like I said, in the fight, in the demonstration, you're gonna have different kind of soldiers. But as long as we can come to one common ground that we are just doing our part, we aren't trying to change anyone. The change starts in us. In doing our part, then it works. It works. It works, and we win. We win, I promise you. No matter what it looks like, good is outnumbering the bad. More people are the hurt or the victim of these things we talk about that make things bad than they are the people that do the bad, and we have to know that. But lots of people would rather stay out of it, stay quiet. Well, here's how you can make the most noise you can. You can start the change and shine the light. You can start the change and shine the light. And you can bark. And they'll hear the barks. They'll hear the barks. That's what we can do. That's what we can do. Like I said, as we grow, as this channel and this kingdom grows, every time we hit 1,000, like them lights. And then, like I said, as soon as my community board come up, I have one. So then when we do things like have a candle light, everyone can send a picture of light. I'll flood that community board with every picture of every light. Every picture of every light. And as they grow, I'll start making murals of the lights. And behind me, my backdrop will represent each light. Because like I said, I'm going to find a way for each one to have something where definitely ain't going to have 1,000 candles. And as I grow, more and more candles. But even if it's my green screen, it's going to be all candles. But it'll definitely be the amount of people on here. And it's a light. And the bigger that light is, you think of what it can light. And we all live on different blocks and different streets in different communities, different states, some in the same state, but still different communities, different blocks. different streets. We can make a different change. In each one of us that make a change and show that to the youth around us and the people around us, it'll bring a change to them, and the lights just keep shining. Let's stop, because there's so many people taking light. Where even some people that are good, they figure the only way I'm going to feel any justification for all the pain that I've been caused is to take somebody's light. I've thought like that. Like I just tell you, I used to fight the bullies. We coming through, we stomping the bullies. But as you did, you realize how many of them were just some hurt people that nobody protected one day either. And they dumbasses thought they was making somebody tough when they couldn't even fight for themselves when they needed to. And that's how they got bullied. And that's when I learned I had to stand on a different side of the chain of change. And this the side I'm on. This is where I stand. This is where I stand. So like I said, so this was our morning starter. This is our morning starter. We're definitely pajama jammy jamming tonight to get together in your PJs. In your PJs. And it's just positive things. We're sending nothing but positive vibes to each other. Something good, something positive. It's like that night story, you know, when you read a kid a bedtime story. You don't read them a dark story or something terrible. You give them something and give them good dreams and good vibes and good energies before they go to bed. You might tickle them. You might make fart sounds on their stomach. You might, you know what I mean? Tell them you love them 1,000 times. Give them 150 kisses. But you also are putting an energy in them. Well, let's bring that little kid back out of us, and let's bring some good energies the adult way, though, by giving each other some good advice. Something to stand on, some place to know. For anybody in here who say, I don't have a friend, you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Because, see, when a friend is a friend... Brother, I need you to stop, because you team too much. You team too much. No. Why are you looking for somebody else? I'm talking to you. Your team too much. You gotta love them. You got to. It's Nina. It's Nina world. I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut in it. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's Nina world. But yeah, so like I said, tonight we will spread some love to each other. Came in here today, starting off our Pajama Jammy Day, because we're not going to stay on it all night, because then we won't get no rest. And one of the things I want us to get tonight is some rest. I want you to rest. And sometimes rest may not be sleep, but we need to rest. You get some rest so we can get some energy. So everything going us wants to start Monday with a little extra boost. Like somebody that gave us a energy drink. I want us to feel it. I want us to feel this energy. Energy has power. We can send good energy. You can feel the negative energy people are putting on you. You can send it, so we're going to send it. We send in energy. You know, we send the energy off. So I'm going to come back in the middle of it before, you know, because like I said, that's at 8:30. So I plan to come live 3 times today. In the morning, which was supposed to be 10 o'clock. In the morning, in the afternoon, and then in the evening. Because it's all the boosters. Like I said, you don't know what tomorrow going to bring. So in the moment I'm in, I want to appreciate you. I want to give you your roses while you're here. I want to thank you. I want to encourage you, inspire you, because you inspire me. You encourage me. I'm listening to you. I hear you. I see you, and I appreciate you. So with all that said, I'm going to get out of here before somebody dare to walk past, giggle, laugh, walk hard. Be housekeeping, anything that'll make Nina look at. He said, maybe not. I don't think I feel like barking anymore, but in case he does. And I'm actually going to walk down to Jewel. You know, that's part of my things I do every day, but I'm going to walk down to Jewel and get what I need to get for the day. And then I'll be back. And like I said, I will get up with you guys later on. Please today, so we can just stay in good vibes. Think about something. Like I said, think about something you want to give as a tip. It could be a movie that you watch before you go to sleep because it puts you in a good mood. Whatever it is, don't be afraid to give your answer. We want to hear it because, like I said, it may work for someone else. It may work for all of you. Never know. But also do that. But I just want to make sure on today, I want everybody to Choose love on you. Hold on. Thank you. Yeah, they know. They know. They know. They get it. Shh. That's a right.